All right, we're beginning with some bit of breaking news, and this is an India Today exclusive. The government has now decided to issue summons to radical Islamic preacher Zakir Naik, the head of the Islamic Research Foundation. The government move comes after the NIA obtained damning evidence and cash piles after raiding the offices of Naik's IRF, or the Islamic Research Foundation. Minister of State for Home Kiran Rijiju has revealed that large quantities of cash and papers related to Benami properties have been recovered in the raids that were conducted across 16 addresses of Naik. Special teams have been formed to sift through the mountain of evidence that has now piled up against him. A large part of it is also electronic evidence. Gaurav Sawant joins us live on that story. So what next? Will all of this together be enough to seek Zakir Naik be brought back into India?
Padmaja, that's the aim. I interviewed Kiran Rijiju where he said that the special team that carried out a raid at 16 different locations has unearthed a mountain of evidence, as he put it, where it came to Benami properties, large amount of cash. Now, they didn't quantify the cash, but they said large amount of cash had been recovered. The mountain of evidence is being sifted through at this point of time. So now summons will be issued to Zakir Naik very quickly to get him back to India and join investigations. But not just Zakir Naik. Other sources in the Ministry of Home Affairs are telling India Today that apart from Zakir Naik, there are several others within the Islamic Research Foundation who will be summoned to clarify their role. The allegations extremely grave. When you listen to that interview with Kiran Rijiju, he's listing out the cases against Zakir Naik under sections of Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, and also the kind of evidence they've been able to gather against him at this stage. Subsequently, more raids will be carried out because these Benami properties and documents relating to some other properties that have been recovered, where did the money come from? What was this property used for? And also, was some of this front money being used to send boys abroad, misguide them and then send them abroad to fight for the Islamic State? All of that is now a matter of investigation.
In fact, Gaurav, just stay with me because that conversation you had with the MOS Home, Kiran Rijiju, I want to play it out for the viewers first.
All their activities, which is, promoting enmity amongst various religious groups. By saying or by adopting many methods which will, bring all the religious groups into confrontation. The divisive methods by, exciting people belonging to one particular religious groups. These are serious charges under Unlawful, Activities Prevention Act. So under Section 10, 13, and 18, the case has been registered. So accordingly, NIA is proceeding and more actions will follow. But as I said, when the summons will be issued, I hope Zakir Naik and all his associates should cooperate to the agencies according to the law, and then, the law will take its own course.
But Gaurav, all of this evidence that has been found, does any of it actually link either Zakir Naik or his organization to terror or terror-related activities? Because this is something that his organization has vehemently denied, even the fact that he is responsible for radicalizing young men. And the charges under which his organization has been booked are really stringent. Will they hold up in light of the evidence which has been found so far?
That evidence at this stage, Padmaja, is being analyzed, it's being sifted through. But, when you hear that entire conversation with Minister of State for Home Kiran Rijiju, there is conversation about specific electronic evidence that has been gathered, which are whether there is sermons, whether it's his preachings, whether other bits and pieces which can be seen as inciting hatred and inciting enmity between religious communities within the country. One specific term that Kiran Rijiju used was देश को विभाजित करने के लिए और लोगों को विभाजित करने की बातचीत. So that is a very, very serious charge, whether it's terror or whether it's unlawful activity. And that is where a distinction is being made. Unlawful activities are being targeted. Did it lead to terror will be a matter of subsequent investigation. But at this stage, the government is proceeding very, very cautiously in this case. Raids have been carried out at 16 different locations across several cities in this country. Several people are being questioned. Apart from that, summons are being issued not just to Zakir Naik but also others in this case. And then they will proceed against him for promoting unlawful activities in the country.
All right. For now, Gaurav, thank you very much for joining us and getting us that exclusive news break.